안녕하세요. What is up, ducks? Quack, quack.
Danny Kim.
David.
Today is Hangul Day, where King Sejong made Hangul, the Korean alphabet, today, many centuries ago, and it's a national holiday.
Right.
Before, Korean language used to use Chinese characters, but then he decided, okay, Chinese characters are f***ing hard. There's like 4,000 characters that you have to know. So why not make an alphabet based on the way we say the words, pronounce the words.
Sound-wise.
So he made this alphabet and it was given to the people. And for the first time in Korean history, a high number of people could read. And that, you know, just made our lives better.
So in this video, we're gonna pick the top 6 Korean lyrics in K-pop.
Okay.
So we prepared 3 each. Okay. It's gonna be a battle. You be the judge.
송민호's 안악내, fiancé.
Okay.
It uses old Korean words that's not typically used in modern Korean language. Like, for example, 안악내. The word 안악내, we don't use that anymore. I think that's a very old term.
Yeah.
You would be frowned upon even if you were to use it. It feels very patriarchal. 안악내 means like person inside the house.
It's a bad
don't
pick.
go around. Don't go around.
Minus points.
Don't go around calling your to-be-married girlfriend, you know, oh, you're my anakne. No, don't call around.
But this is a fictional situation.
Yes, but it utilizes Korean words other than anakne. That's really, you know, old, like 보고 싶소. And also it utilizes a variety of sounds and expressions that are in the Korean language, which I thought was beautiful. For example, 꾀꼬리, 나가리, 꼭꼭 숨어라, 앵앵, 삐요삐요. Very wide variety of sounds that you can use in Korean. And I think the way it utilizes all these different sounds are very beautiful. And my last point is that in the lyrics, 꼭꼭 숨어라 나혜님 머리카락 보일라 어딨니 못 찾겠다 꾀꼬리 그대 있는 곳으로 가리 나가리. It's the rule for hide and seek in Korea. You sing this song in the beginning. He utilizes a song that everybody knows, reinterprets it, and gives it a modern twist.
My first pick is Zico's 너는 나, 나는 너. I am you, you are me. 넌 나고 난 너야. 넌 나고 난 너야. 난 너고 넌 나야. 마음이 같다면 둘은 서로가 될 거야. Just the flow and how it sounds.
Right.
It sounds like baby food or porridge. 넌 나고 난 너야. Like you are you and I am I. And 난 너고 넌 너야.
Right.
Like, he switches the no and na. Very wavy, so I really like that. He uses sound words like 쪽쪽거리다, like
right.
누추한 모습으로 함께 아침을 맞아 새삼스럽게 넌 심각하게 예뻐 그 입 당장 가져와
밤새 쪽쪽거리다가 누추한 모습으로 아침을 맞아. And I like this line. 새삼스럽게 넌 심각하게 예뻐. I just feel like this word is pretty. Like 새삼스럽다. 심각하게 예쁘다. You're seriously pretty. Like you're severely pretty.
Right.
And we don't usually use like 심각하다. Like 심각하다 is a negative connotation. Right. With pretty. So I really like that usage of pretty.
My next pick is Kain's Bloom, 피어나.
Oh, okay, that song.
So in the age of WAP, I think we rarely see sex portrayed in such a delicate and beautiful way as it was in Kain's 피어나. It's actually a song about orgasms.
Okay.
And it's expressed very poetically. She uses a metaphor of a flower. 나 말이야 못다 핀 꽃 한 송이야 그런 날 피어낼 sunshine 매끄러운 motion. chemical blue ocean.
Minus points for the English.
이렇게 좋을 건 뭐니 날 갖고 뭘 했던 거니 나른했던 그 늦은 밤 반짝 눈을 뜬 건 단 한 번의 kiss. I just like how poetic this lyric is. I don't think there's really anything sexual about the surface level of the song, but if you know, like it's about orgasms, so that's pretty interesting.
So my next one is, I mean, this would be an obvious pick, but a lot of people would agree with me. It's
Spring Day.
Oh yeah.
I knew it would say that.
BTS's Spring Day is a Korean masterpiece. 그리움들이 얼마나 눈처럼 내려야 그 봄날이 올까. He's quantifying longingness.
Right.
They're expressing it as snow.
Right.
So it's like an intangible feeling or emotion transferred into snow. And how many of that do we need? And do we have to see that until spring comes?
Yeah.
So that itself is like
fucking deep.
You can just picture it. The fact that it's about an emotion made into pictures. 허공을 떠도는 작은 먼지처럼 날리는 눈이 나라면 조금 더 빨리 내게 닿을 수 있을 텐데. If I were the snow that was blowing right now, I could reach faster to you.
Right.
Oh, that is like 95% of Spring Day is Korean, and I give high points for that because it's extremely hard to make a K-pop song these days without any English. 봄날 itself, the tone of the title, 봄날, it gives this so soft and spring feeling.
The pronunciation of Korean words express the feeling of that exact object or thing very well.
The spring breeze feels like 봄날.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe it's because we're Korean. My pick, speaking of being mostly Korean, iKON's Love Scenario.
Ah, you cheating there.
Why?
사랑을 했다 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다 볼만한 멜로드라마 괜찮은 결말 그거면 됐다 널 사랑했다.
This song is actually based off of a poem from Korean poet Kim Yo-bi.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they turned that poem into a song. The lyrics stay pretty true to the original poem. Like 사랑을 했다, 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다 are pretty much equivalent to the poem. This is where art, like when it's interpreted in different mediums, it becomes a thing of its own. When you look at the poem with these words on paper, it's a very sad poem. Kind of feels like, oh, the day, after you break up and it's like, oh my god, I'm crying and shit. But if you listen to the song that reinterpreted that poem, the song has a very kind of a happy vibe, it's a kind of a jolly vibe, at least the instrumentals. So with these lyrics plus the instrumentals, it gives a bittersweet feeling to it. So it's a little bit different interpretation of the poem. The biggest merit of this lyric is that it's so simple.
Oh yeah.
It's very, very
Simple
easy
as
Korean. Best. I think if you study maybe a year of Korean, you'll probably understand the entire song. 사랑을 했다 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다. 볼만한 멜로드라마 괜찮은 결말 그거면 됐다 널 사랑했다. So it's like all very, very easy words. And it's in rhythm, traditional Korean poetry rhythm. 사랑을 했다, 우리가 만나. So 3 syllables, 2 syllables. This is very common in Korean poetry. It's a natural flow that Korean people use and talk. So I like that aspect. And like you said, kids liked it too. It was so easy and simple that kids really caught onto it, and it became a national song for the kids to the point where like I heard preschool students were singing it and teachers were getting annoyed. One last thing is that it was so simple and direct that everyone understood what the song meant, but it also includes like very nuanced words that give it a little extra feeling. So 그거면 됐다 널 사랑했다, like that means like that's enough. I loved you. But
It doesn't fully translate.
it doesn't fully translate. It's like a very bittersweet.
Yes.
그거면 됐다.
그거면
Like
됐다.
that's like a very okay. I kind of gave up. I'm not disappointed in
I
you
wish you
or
the
myself.
best.
You can do whatever the want. Like
We had a
I
great
love
time.
you.
All of those
yeah,
in one.
Yeah, it's like a very nuanced word. So despite the song being so simple in its lyrics, and it's like very very direct and straightforward, the little nuances hidden in those words are what make it beautiful.
Top number 1.
Yeah.
IU's Through the Night.
그날의 반딧불을 당신은 참 가까이 보낼게요. 사랑한다는 난 우리의 첫 입맞춤을 떠올려 그럼 언제든 눈을 감고 가장 먼 곳으로 난 파도가 머물던 모래 위에 적힌 글씨처럼 그대가 멀리 사라져버릴 것 같아 늘 그리워
이 밤 그날의 반딧불을 당신의 창 가까이 보낼게요. It's so descriptive. You can just imagine the fireflies flying towards a window pane.
Right.
It's just so like warm.
Nice image.
And then she goes like 사랑한단 말이에요. Oh, IU just killed me with those lyrics.
I love you too, IU.
Every single word of that is pure Korean. Another very descriptive line is 난 파도가 머물던 모래 위에 적힌 글씨처럼 그대가 멀리 사라져 버릴 것 같아.
Okay.
Like so, this is even hard to translate because it's so poetic. From the lyrics, I can hear the chirping of the, I don't know if fireflies chirp, but anyways, like
waves.
yeah, the chirping sounds of bugs and the nighttime vibes and the waves and the sand, you know, writing sound, ASMR, stuff like that. So it's like
IU's a genius. I don't know if she wrote that, but
she probably she did.
She's a genius.
So
well,
like,
whoever wrote that is a genius.
that letter just every time I listen to it, it just like I just want to fall in love. Tell us what you thought about our picks.
What's your pick?
Yeah, what's your pick? If you have a song that you think has excellent Korean lyrics, put them down in the comments. Let's talk about this more in the Discord chat on Patreon. So go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/DKDKTV.
One last thing. A lot of the English lyrics videos on YouTube, they're absolute bullshit.
Color-coded lyrics. And
stuff. They're absolute bullshit. So I would advise you to just go watch DKDKTV explain videos.
But we
actually, a lot of that is bullshit too. Don't judge a song based off of the color-coded lyrics. 90% of the time, whenever I see them, they're really bad.
Now I'm gonna see how they translated IU's Through the Night.
And until next time, bye-bye.